Yo, YouTube, greetings and salutations. It is your boy, Uncle Jij, back in the booth once again, ready to drop some fire reactions. And for some of you, you're probably asking, hey, yo, where is Curtis Magic at? You keep talking about this dude. Hey, we are about to get back into the booth later this week and drop some fire reactions over the weekend or into the beginning of next week. So make sure you turn on your post notifications and come check the channel out. And if it's your first time on the channel, greetings, welcome. We're so appreciative you coming and checking out what we do here on the channel. We just react, have a good time. I try and bring in some of my homies from my years living out in the Los Angeles area, working in the comedy and entertainment industry, and I've dropped a couple of reactions recently, got some more lined up with some guest reactors that are coming through, and I know you'll enjoy some of that content, so make sure you stop by and check some of that out for sure. But it's me. I'm here, and as you know, as I have said now repeatedly for the last several weeks, I'm a metal guy. Adamantium claws, if you will. And I am so stoked to be checking out yet another Nightwish jam. Listen, you guys know how much I dig the heavier jams. And so I went through the comments, and some of you had been saying, oh, you're into heavy. Well, let's drop some real knowledge on this fool. And so I'm appreciative of that, and we are going to check out a video even tonight that's on the heavier tip. And that is Song of Myself, live from the Wacken Festival, once again 2013. I mean, that is all I have been in so far, but I'm looking forward to journeying beyond that at some point. But you know what? Let's just get into the metalist of metal. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Crowd gets so hyped. I haven't said this, but man, some epic facial hair, and just hair in general. Pyrotechnics.
In the cage, the deep breath I took still poisons my lungs. An old oak sheltering me from the blue, sunbathing on its dead frozen blues. Dressed up in the ghost town of Mars, she dreams of storytime and the river ghost. Walk by me, the weapons and the ride, raging hurricanes strike antidotes. The son of me is sung in me, courageous symphony.
NWA, you guys came through. Oh, man. Props to the Nightwish Army for making the suggestion that I check out Song of Myself live from WAC in 2013. I mean, come on. The amount of energy and vibe and just, like guttural amazement I am getting from the performances from this one band in this one concert is absolutely mind-smashing. I cannot believe it. And once again, and you guys know, I am down for the heaviest driving march style, aggressive guitar and bass combo. The drums were on point. I mean, everything was fantastic. I'm going to slaughter some of these names, so I apologize in advance. If you want to leave the phonetical, pronunciation there in the comments, you can. But I'm assuming it's Tomas was on keyboards. I love the keyboards, okay? It had this, just as you're sort of feeling the very mechanistic, like earth tones of the guitar and the bass, you have these ethereal chords coming through from the keyboard and, a pipe organ style. And it was just, what an amazing tie into that symphonic style, right? That's what's really giving it that otherworldly kind of larger symphonic operatic style. The keyboards are really at the heart of that, but man, when you get back into that, I mean, man, I am just so, I'm carried away, man. I'm telling you, the energy and the excitement when you are at a metal concert, if you've never been to one, you have to go to one when the time is right and it's available. And if you get a chance to see Nightwish, I mean, if I ever get a chance, I'm absolutely going to jump on it. A couple of my favorite bands in the genre is, Killswitch Engage, August Burns Red, Between the Buried and Me. And when you go and the energy's there and they're in that drop C tuning, which was really that guttural kind of just, oh man, it's just that when you're in minor chording, for whatever reason, it just has more of a intense kind of visceral kind of experience, right? It gets into your bloodstream, into your bones, because it's one thing to go and hear jazz and it's, you kind of bebopping along, and I love jazz and I'm a huge hip hop fan and I've been that way for, a couple of decades. But man, when I first went to my first ever metal show and that, the pit started breaking off and they really started getting into the center and they started to really, the energy, it was less about what they were saying and more about how you felt in that moment, and I can see that. You're watching the crowd during this performance, and they are absolutely euphoric. They are going, everybody's crowd surfing, everybody's singing. I'm so excited about the diversity in the crowd. I mean, a lot of times you go to these metal shows, it's a little bit male heavy. This has got such a tremendous female influence and balance there, and you can tell that they are rocking it and they are feeling it, right? Sometimes you can get this negative stereotype about the heavier music that it's, it's more, lowbrow and guttural and more for dudes than ladies, but that is not the case at all, and especially when you have someone with the angelic voice of Floor. I mean, she is just absolutely a gold standard in the vocalized world, and especially that she's doing this style of music, and man, she's got such crazy range, and the emotive component of the way she sings is second to none. Once again, I'm just going to throw some shouts out to Tomas. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but the keyboards, man, what a phenomenal epic component that really takes that to a whole nother level. But then you've got Empu? I'm not sure. Look, I'm from the subcontinent of India. If it was a Venkatraman Balasubramaniam, it'd be a whole different story. I could pronounce that a little bit better. But anyway, guitarist. And then you got Marco on bass. I mean, come on, man. That whole vibe. The whole Viking, the whole, wizard vibe with the beard. But then, man. And this is the thing. When I played in a metal band, I had the privilege of being able to play less note by note and sort of with the drum, as it was more complementary to the guitar, which means I got to do some runs and I got to get into that heavy strumming component, and it wasn't just one-off notes as you can see in a lot of other styles of music that's more of a supportive instrument. It doesn't get that freedom like it does in jazz in some other places, but man, this was fantastic. I mean, just, and his vocals were so solid, both when he's doing the chanting and the screaming, but also when he's doing just clean vocals. Fantastic. Once again, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 10, 100 out of 10. Nightwish is top of the list, man. They are so fantastic, and I'm so appreciative to you guys coming through and rocking with me as I'm continuing my journey into the Nightwish the Nightwish dimension. It's almost another planetary or universal kind of environment on its own, right? And it's just the portal is through this music that's just so aggressive and so heavy, but it also at the same time simultaneously is bringing this joy, right? You feel it so internally, and it expresses itself in such an amazing way. And man, you just look at the faces of the fans, and I would be equally as excited if I get a chance to rock with them live. Absolutely loving what we're doing here on YouTube and continuing this journey. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. This is your first time at the channel. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit that subscription button if you're so inclined. Definitely get us in the comments and let us know how we're doing here on the channel. And we got more reactions coming later in the week. And so continue to stick with us. And I know when you're watching this thing, boy, you got a smile on your face and you're rocking and you got the horns up and you are rocking straight out. So I just want to leave you with a little bit of that as well and give you a little peace.
Yo, you know I'ma run this, kid. Shouts out to Curtis Magic and Uncle Jizz. Yeah, when I do my lyrics, dog, I'm repping for the faction. Hit them up online for the fly-ass reactions. Yeah, out to him, I be giving mad love. Yo, shout to Uncle Jizz, I'ma give you the plug.